Hey guys, it's Camden Riviere. Welcome to the first part of my interview series with Justin Skaggs from Wayward Racquet Co. In this video, we sit down and talk about what it takes to make a court tennis racket. While I was here in Pennsylvania and over at the Wayward shop, I thought it'd be great to sit down with Justin here, who is one of the members of the team here, helps make the rackets, and kind of talk about Wayward, their history, what they're doing alongside court tennis, and what the future looks like for them. So, Justin Skaggs, welcome. Thank you very much for having me.
Absolutely. We are actually filming in the shop, so if you guys hear anything, we couldn't keep production down any longer. So we had to... this is Gertie. She's the one-eyed shop dog. But yeah, we had to keep production going, so sorry if there's any kind of humming or anything like that.
So I want to just do a quick Q&A with you. I thought it'd be fun to let people get to know you, the company, everything that's going on. So first of all, let's talk about Wayward. So how did this start?
Well, we had a friend who wanted a fly fishing net, and you can see some of those hung up here. And my wife is an illustrator and an artist, and she wanted to make basically an art company. But we're very into functional art, and I have a long background in woodworking. So when that kind of odd order for a fly fishing net came up, we played around with it for a little bit, and she decided it's something she really wanted to get into. So I jumped on board in terms of design and supporting things from that angle. So it all started with a fly fishing net called the Fat Jake, which is this guy right here.
And you make a few different types, including quite a big fly fishing net.
Yeah, we definitely do. We make
called the Big Dipper?
Big Dipper. Yeah. We got the Little Dipper, which you use for like small streams. So you're not getting, carrying around a lot of weight. The Fat Jake is kind of like your Swiss Army knife. It's good for everything. But from there we started doing illustrations and different wood species, and she just really took to it, and it was just something that she wanted for herself. She worked in corporate for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, she does some beautiful illustrations and artwork on them.
Oh yeah,
and I'd love to see more of that come into the court tennis. I'm excited to see what the potential is for that, because it's such a unique and different kind of viewpoint on a court tennis racket.
Well, that's also been sort of an unexpected part of this business model, right? In terms of court tennis, Tina was in a magazine, and we got a phone call from a member named Steve Sater over at the Philadelphia Racquet Club. And he called in and he was like, "Can you make a court tennis racket?" And I had just gotten done with my final project for Wayward, which was a fly box. So, I finished the fly box, that goes to Tina. Tina then does all these illustrations, all this marketing, all this type of thing, and shows basically this community what she can put on this, uber over engineered product, which that means that's kind of the expulsion of my talent in this little sphere. So she knocked on my door and was like, "Court tennis rackets. You make court tennis rackets," and closed the door. I'm like, "What the hell is a court tennis racket?"
Yeah.
But now we're at the point where they're out, they're tested. You won the US Open with them. And it was an incredibly difficult thing to make, but that's the next stage is, okay, I have to go through and create a formulated process, and that is the end of it, and then maybe I'll do a rackets bat or something. But in terms of court tennis, from there, it's going to be an infusion of Tina's art that really creates like the product differentiator, and it's been that way since the beginning. Like, I can engineer something really functional that gets everyone's confidence up, and then Tina's creativity and her talent in that division is going to be what makes Wayward, and it always is.
Oh, that's so cool. I mean, that's such a fun perspective to see, that it's not just, obviously you're trying to make it a great product, but to also kind of add that beauty element to it, and that unique kind of more artistic approach to it.
Yeah, it's funny. It's like hyper engineered canvases. But yeah, so a lot of our artwork is going to just be digital drawings that we can transfer into a laser format. But we do really high-end epoxy inlays that are super permanent and basically create like a stone inlay that you can create things like dogs, people, houses, whatever you want. And that's been our bread and butter in fly fishing.
Okay.